Hello, I am fearless and full of faith. Let me say that one more time. I am fearless and full of faith. Greetings. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I've learned about being fearless. The number one thing I've learned is that fear and faith cannot coexist in the same space. Fear and faith cannot coexist in the same space. So if I am full of faith, then I am also fearless. And I am full of faith. I'm full of faith for several reasons. The number one reason is that I have faith in God. I have faith in a higher power that looks over me and that is working for my good. I believe that all things are working for my good, and that gives me faith. So I have faith in that. What also gives me faith is watching people who've done it before me. If they can do it, I can do it. I believe that God is no respecter of persons. So if someone else can do something that looks too big for me to do, I am fearless because if they can do it, I can do it. The second thing that brings me faith is me. When I look back over my life and all of the things that I've overcome, when I look back over all of the things that I was afraid of, but I confronted them and it turned out well, how can I not have faith? How can I not have faith? Because God has shown himself faithful. I have proven that I can overcome fear. So those three things give me faith. So that's the first thing that I've learned about being fearless, is that I have to have faith, and that faith and fear cannot coexist. The second thing that I've learned about fearlessness is that I am the only one standing in my way. I'm the only one standing in my way. And the mind is a really powerful thing, and the mind tries to protect us from what it perceives as threats and dangers. But sometimes we have to take authority over our own mind, over our own thoughts, because those thoughts are standing in our way. And we have to realize that it's irrational, that those thoughts, that those fears oftentimes are irrational. Of course, there is such a thing as danger, which is different than fear. And we don't rush into danger. And we go away from danger. But if we're honest, most of our fears have nothing to do with actual danger, but perceived danger. I remember I went to a women's conference at my church, and one of the presenters talks about fear being false evidence appearing real. And that really connected with me. That's what it is. It's just false evidence appearing real. So whatever you have to do to realize that that fear is irrational, that it's false, that it may appear real, that it's not real. Whether you need to get some support, whether you need to talk yourself through it, whether you need to get a coach, but that is what's standing in your way. So you are the only thing. I am the only thing standing in my way. And then the third thing that I've learned about being fearless is that, we were always taught about the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow with the leprechauns. What I have learned is that there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but there sure is a pot of gold on the other side of fear. I've learned that the rewards, the transformations, the life change that is on the other side of fear is absolutely mind-blowing. And I needed someone to paint that picture for me before I was able to see it for myself. And I had someone who was willing to guide me and show me and allow me to trust that confronting my fears was worth it, and that there was a pot of gold on the other side of fear. So now I declare that I am fearless and full of faith. And I want you to be fearless and full of faith too. So whatever it is that helps you be fearless and full of faith, definitely share it. Share it in the comments so that we can also take a little bit of your fearlessness to help us in the times when we feel fearful. So that's what I wanted to share about what I've learned about being fearless. Talk to you next time.